Greetings, all signs of the zodiac. It's Joey Lorraine, dancer and astrologer. I've been away for a while, rehearsing, dancing, living life, etc. I'm back here today on November 28th when the moon is full in the intellectual, playful, lighthearted sign of the zodiac, Gemini. So how is this going to impact all of the signs? Well, there is going to be some kind of emotional culmination. That's what full moons are about. Either it can be an ending or it can be a beginning, but it is a culmination, and it usually does involve the feelings because the moon is associated with how we feel. So for Aries, this is going to impact a relationship with a brother or sister, or a contract or a special agreement. There's going to be a culmination around it, and most likely you're going to be feeling emotionally cleaned out. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel like if there's any heaviness around this situation, it has been lifted off of your shoulders, and you're going to feel upbeat. For Taurus, this is going to be impacting your finances. So anything related to your job or a particular project where you've wanted to earn money from, this is going to be the time where culmination is going to happen around the financial part of it. And if it involves any kind of intellectual endeavor that's Gemini-like, like writing or talking or lecturing or learning, I think there's going to be a lot of good luck around it, and you're going to end up feeling really good. For Gemini, well, something very personal is going to come to a culmination for you with this full moon in your life, and it's going to leave you invigorated. It's going to leave you feeling more like yourself and emotionally complete. So pay attention to how you feel now, how your sensitivity is, right, about a particular issue that's really dear to you, because this is the kind of feeling that you want to hold on to whenever things may get rough in the future, because this Gemini energy is just amplified, and where you can kind of get into that emotionally. I think there's just a nice, secure, warm, comfort feeling. It's like comfort food, right, having the full moon in your sign, so enjoy it. For Cancer, this is going to be impacting your subconscious, a particular pattern around a particular issue that has been holding you, that you feel like you can't get a hold on emotionally. It could be a personal relationship, it could be something with your career, it could be something involving your family. Whatever it is, it's eating away at you emotionally, and you feel like you just can't get on top of the situation, where this full moon is going to trigger that problem that is eating away at you, and it's going to offer you a solution through having a different emotional perspective. And it's going to feel so good to feel like, you know what, wow, I really can get over this situation. I don't have to have all of these heavy feelings burdening me, making me feel like a victim, right? You're going to finally feel something's going to shift inside you. So it's you don't have to analyze, you don't have to talk, you don't have to think, you don't have to, it's just naturally going to come to you without you trying, where you're going to suddenly emotionally shift about a particular pattern or situation that's been bothering you, and you're going to start realizing with your mind, wow, I can really get over this. It's going to be really good. For Leo, this is going to be impacting your friendships and any associations you have with large organizations, a community project, or a large corporation. So there may be a culmination with a particular friend of some sort, and it doesn't necessarily mean the friendship is going to end. It's just kind of maybe like a little bit of a turning point, and some kind of important information may be involved with having this relationship, this friendship, shift from one level to the next. If it doesn't happen with a friendship, it could equally happen with an association with a large organization, maybe the organization that you work for, right, where there's going to be a shift, and information, maybe learning new things, gathering new information is going to be an important part of that shift. Who knows? Also, your long-term goals. If it involves a friendship, or the organization you work for, it may shift somehow or trigger your focus on a particular long-term goal for you that may be especially mentally stimulating in some kind of way. For Virgo, the spotlight is on your career with the full moon and Gemini, right? So if it's intellectual, right, whatever is going on in your career, if it's an intellectual endeavor, or if it has to do with information or communication, there's gold stars all around it. Whatever it is, you definitely will be shining in one way or another in your career. And for Libra, this is impacting the higher mind for you. So it involves a lot. If you've been thinking about traveling, planning on doing a long-distance trip, or just ending a long-distance trip, the information is just going to be, it's going to be overflowing around this trip, learning so much about where you're going to go, or just if you're somewhere else and you're coming back, you're going to be just taking in everything that you've experienced and learned so far through the trip. So that could be what could be happening. Another thing is if you're involved in any kind of legal scenario, there's going to be a culmination around it, and information is really what's going to be the tie-in that's going to make this legal situation come to a completion, right? It could be maybe, some evidence or communication with lawyers, some kind of way. Communication is really going to be the key factor that brings this to culmination. And hopefully emotionally, you're going to feel freed up from this, because Gemini is a light kind of energy, right? For Scorpio, there's going to be some kind of culmination perhaps in your sex life. So intimacy may go to another level with that special someone, and it's going to leave you feeling playful, energetic, and free. And it may open up, believe it or not, a way for you to communicate more deeply with your partner about your thoughts, about what you've been thinking, right? Also, any kind of financial agreement may come to a culmination at this point, and if that's the case, it's going to be key information that's really going to trigger the completion. It's going to leave you feeling emotionally lighter. For Sagittarius, culmination happening in an important partnership. This could be a romantic liaison. It could be a relationship with your boss or coworker or a friend. Any kind of one-on-one relationship, there's going to be a culmination that's going to happen now, and there's going to be a lot of communication going on with the other person you're involved with, and I think that it's going to leave you feeling emotionally fresh and open, right? Open to hearing and learning about the other person. For Capricorn, this is going to be impacting your health and your fitness and your well-being, right? So any kind of health goals or nutrition goals, or if you've been wanting to lose weight, you've been saying, oh, I want to get into the gym, there's going to be a culmination now that's going to happen around your health and fitness, and information may be a big part of this. You may have found that perfect program design for your new workout routine, right? And some kind of information is really going to be a key factor and helping you feel like, yes, this health and fitness project is complete. Now I can breathe and move on to a better, healthier, happier lifestyle, hopefully. For Aquarius, this is impacting your creative sector, your romance sector, so there may be a completion happening with someone who you've been dating or someone who you've been romantically interested in, and if that's the case, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for communication and learning about one another to take the relationship to the next level. Also, a relationship with a child, if you're a parent, something may come to culmination, right, with your child, and it may be an intellectual endeavor of some sort, and it's going to leave you feeling emotionally free. For Pisces, this is impacting your family or your emotional foundation in one way or another. So there may be an issue with your parents, there may be an issue with your home that is coming to culmination now, and since this full moon is in Gemini, it may have something to do with some kind of communication or information that is suddenly revealed, or that you've been looking for, and now you have the information, so you can feel emotionally free, and I think it's going to leave you feeling very secure, right? Very free and secure in a deep kind of emotional way, which is what Pisces really needs, because they're so sensitive. So that's it for the full moon in Gemini. Think of the full moon in Gemini as being a leap across the sky as a dancer, because again, Gemini is all about lightness. It is an air sign, and it's adaptable. It flows. It can go one way, it can go the other way. And when we can emotionally embrace that, I think it's a really great thing, because it kind of makes us feel like a child again. And what could be better than that? So that's it for today. If you want to know more about what's going on in your chart and more about Astrology, then just go to my blog at danceastrology.com. And remember, it's not about how big or how bright you shine. It's about the way.